Hello, my name is Haley and I created my very own Taylor Swift Reputation book tag. I would play a Taylor Swift song, but I don't want to get sued. So this book tag has 7 parts. If I was a real Swift fan, it would have 13, but I am not that creative. Question number 1. Reputation. Name a book you've read that has lived up to its amazing reputation. Easy. A book I read that lived up to its stellar reviews is A Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. A Clockwork Angel tells the story of Tessa Gray, a girl living in Victorian era who moves from America to London in order to solve the mystery of her disappearing brother. And in her adventures in Victorian London, Tessa finds out that she actually has magical powers, and guess what? There's a love triangle, and I know when people hear love triangle, they think, oh, it's so dumb, but no. A Clockwork Angel love triangle is like the god tier of love triangles. That's its reputation, and it exceeds that reputation. Oh man, this love triangle is beyond amazing. Question number 2 is also related to reputations, like the album. And the question is, name a book that did not live up to its reputation. There's this book, you might have heard of it, called Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. And I heard amazing things about this book. Everyone was really obsessed with Warren. I could not get into it. Like, I finished it, but I was not a fan. I think it was a combination of the very much poetry narration style, and I just did not care about any of the characters. I thought the main character was pretty annoying, and I just did not get the hype. Question number 3. Gorgeous. You're so gorgeous! Taylor, don't sue me. Name a character that is so gorgeous that no human actor can ever be hired to play him or her, because their beauty, when you imagine them in your head, it just transcends the human existence. Now, there are many correct answers to this question, but my answer, top of my list, Rhysand. Rhysand is the Fairy King character from Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Thorn and Roses, etc. series, and yeah, he's just too beautiful for a human to play him ever. Sorry, Hollywood, you're gonna have to miss out on this excellent story because Rhysand, uncastable. Uncastable. You can't cast perfection. Question number 4 is, who can't come to the phone right now? Name a character who's your favorite who has died or is dead or is in the process of dying. And my answer for this question, definitely by far my favorite character who is dead, is Gansey from The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stivator. And this, I'd like to point out, this is not a spoiler because in Chapter 1 begins and Gansey, you know he's gonna die. So read the series and find out why this dead rich boy is my favorite dead character in all of literature. The next question, number 5, ready for it. Name a book that you are most anticipating their release. Oh my gosh, another really difficult question because there are so many books I cannot wait to get my little hands on, but my answer to this would have to be the third book of the Lady Midnight series. What is that called again? The third book in the Dark Artifices series, which is Untitled? Hold on, let me consult the Shadowhunter Wikipedia. The Queen of Air and Darkness. The Queen of Air and Darkness. I don't even know when this book is coming out, but I cannot wait for its release. I have a few words I would like to exchange with my girl, Cassandra Clare. I know I sung her praises earlier with A Clockwork Angel, but Cassandra, if you think the ending of Lord of Shadows is okay, it is not okay, and I need to own A Queen of Air and Darkness right now, this very minute, and I need to read it all, so Cassandra, really get on that. The next question. Number 6. Name a character who you would like to be excluded from the narrative. The character Death from A Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. If Death wasn't in the novel, like listen, he's a great narrator. I'm not saying that. But if he wasn't in the novel and no one had to die, imagine how great that would be. Wow! So, really, I'm doing the book characters a favor by kicking Death out of this book It would be great. And number 7, the final question. Look what you made me do. Name the last book that made you cry. And this one is very recent for me. The last book that made me shed some real tears is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, which I actually read all of it yesterday because I could not stop. I don't know how these authors keep finding out that my type is bored, rich, smart billionaires, but if they want to keep writing them, then who am I to disagree? I thought this book was extremely beautiful because the heart of the story is really between Ozza and Daisy and their beautiful friendship. I loved Daisy as a character as well because while I couldn't relate to Ozza's mental health struggles, I really connected with Daisy and her amazing fan fiction, which really was one of my favorite parts of the novel. And I think that everyone should read this book. I think it's absolutely a new classic. It had so much weight to it, and yet also I was very entertained the whole time. And the element of a mystery really kept me going. That I think it was a perfect blend of Ozza's internal troubles with her mental health and the external issues of a murder mystery going on around them. Fantastic novel. I give that 10 out of 10 turtles. And I think, yeah, I cried, okay? I cried, but it was good. It was a good cry, and I felt great afterwards. And that concludes my Taylor Swift book tag. I hope that everyone does this tag before November 10th, or even on November 10th to celebrate her album release. I can't wait to hear the rest of Reputation. I'm so excited. I wish I could go on tour. Oh, I bet this tour is going to be so amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and please do this tag if you have a phone and internet access. Go for it. Thank you, and happy Friday!